pretty one, Ulysses. There it is.
Hello BookTube, I'm Sean the Book Maniac. Welcome back to my channel. Here I am with some anticipated 2020 releases. I am always a little cynical about this exercise because, you know, at least half of these I'm going to hate or bail on. But I also like to be optimistic. So here's some new releases from 2020 that I'm looking forward to giving a try. Those of you that really care about release dates and jurisdictional release dates aren't going to get along very well with this video because I don't care about where in the world it's released. If I want it, I will buy it. So I have noted down the month that these books are released somewhere in the world. I didn't bother noting down where because I will buy it from that country. So you'll have to do some more due diligence if any of these are of interest. And the first one is maybe the one I'm the most excited about, and I have a bad feeling about it. Apparently, in February of 2020, there will be a new book released by the author Novailet Bulawayo, originally of Zimbabwe. I think she's now living in the States, called Country Country. I have known about this forthcoming release for about a year, but now that it's the end of December 2019, there is still no more information about it anywhere online. No cover image, there's no anything. One person has given it a advance review on Goodreads, but only one. I don't trust that. Or there's something that makes me think if it's going to happen at all, it's not probably going to happen in February. But fingers crossed. I absolutely loved her debut novel, We Need New Names, and have been waiting with bated breath. I may have to wait a little longer. I'm not going to spend as much time talking about the new releases that everybody is talking about and everybody's looking forward to because you've seen all their videos. So, for example, in March, the new Maggie O'Farrell novel's coming. It's called Hamnett. I'm excited. You've probably heard 1,000 booktubers talk about it already, so I haven't even looked up what it's about. It's a typo for Hamlet? I don't know. I want to tell you much more about this one I found out about from, I think it was a new release catalog from a publisher I've never been very interested in, but I am interested in this book. And I think I saw it on a tweet from Eric. It's the latest offering by Adam Marsh-Jones, who is a British gay novelist, and I've only read one book by him which left a deep impression on me. And this one, the title would be nice. Anybody interested in the title? It's called Box Hill. Is coming out in March. It's from Fitzcarraldo, and I find everything I hear about Fitzcarraldo books and their really boring cover design or lack thereof is so off-putting. It's just really pretentious stuff they publish, but I'm hoping that this will be an exception to my preconceived notions about how pretentious Fitzcarraldo editions are. He won the Fitzcarraldo Novel Prize, so maybe the publisher has a prize, and then what you win is publication of your novel. That's pretty cool, actually. So it's a strangely tragic love story between two men set in the gay biker community during the late 1970s. I'm not sure about the biker part, but the rest of it sounds pretty good. And I don't know whose tweet I saw the other day, but there is a Vietnamese novel being published in March that I am very interested in checking out. Anyway, the novel's called The Mountains Sing. I have found some pronunciation help for the surname, which comes first in Asian naming. And I will just do my best with the rest of this author's name, Nguyen Phan Ke Mai. If anybody can help me with that pronunciation, I would appreciate it. She is a celebrated Vietnamese poet. I don't know if it's translated or not. It's an intricate story of the lives of a Vietnamese family trying to make it through generations of war. The author was born during the Vietnam War in Vietnam in 1971. Oh, it's her first novel in English. Okay. According to somebody's Facebook page, this is her first book in English. All right. A mystery solved. Looking forward to checking that out. And like everybody and their dog, except for a few that I won't name, I am just dying to get the final volume in the Hilary Mantel Cromwell trilogy, The Mirror and the Light, which is finally coming out in March. Enough said about that. I just a few moments ago found out that Louise Erdrich has a new novel coming out in March as well, called The Night Watchman. I've only read one of hers, The Roundhouse, but I think she is a writer that I want to read much more of. I probably won't rush to read the new release because I want to read some of her backlist, which I have on my shelf, but it's based on the life of her grandfather, who was a night watchman, and apparently he did activist work on behalf of Native Americans fighting dispossession of their lands in rural North Dakota. That sounds incredible. In April is Gay Literature Month, according to my new release calendar. There are 2 gay novels coming out that I'm interested in. One I found out about on Kendra Winchester's channel, and I see she's already read an advanced copy. I wonder if she liked it. It's from her neck of the woods. It's called The Prettiest Star by Carter Sickles, a gay novel set in small-town Appalachia. Appalachia? Sorry, Kendra, I should know that. That's all I need to know. There's been buzz about it, and I want to get on that buzzer. It's a debut, I believe. And a gay novel by a Polish-American writer, Swimming in the Dark by Tomasz Jedrowski. And I don't remember where I found out about it. Debut novel, and it's written in English, set in the early 80s in Poland during the end of the communist era. And it's a gay love story. For fans of Andre Aciman and Garth Greenwell and Alan Hollinghurst, oh, I'm nervous now. Hollinghurst's okay, but those other 2 yokels. Oof. Fingers crossed. God, I even managed to just offend people in my books I'm looking forward to reading videos. In June, there is a new release. This is a novel by a Palestinian-American writer. The novel is called You Exist Too Much, which I think is quite an intriguing title. And the author is Zaina Arafat. And it's also for fans of Garth Greenwell and Wakey Wang. Oh dear, come on. Usually everything that people say, the promotional material, is all rancid bullshit. And I'm sure hoping it is in that case, because that doesn't sell me. It's set in Bethlehem. A 12-year-old Palestinian-American girl is yelled at by a group of men outside the Church of the Nativity. That's as much as I need to know. I would have to do a lot more due diligence before I would commit to buying or reading this, but it does sound intriguing. Anybody else know anything? And Yaa Gyasi's second novel is coming out, Transcendent Kingdom. Everybody will be talking about it. I loved her debut. It wasn't universally loved, but I thought it was fantastic. Homegoing. And this is her second novel, and it centers on a Ghanaian family in Alabama. I'm really excited about this. In July, Ellie Williams' debut novel. She's written a collection of short stories, A Trib. I think it won some Republic of Conscientiousness Prize or something, and it was amazing. And this is her first novel, The Liar's Dictionary. I don't even want to know what it's about. She wrote it. I will read it. I will buy it. I don't want to need to hear any reviews. That collection of short stories blew me out of the water. Oh, but you probably want to know a little bit about it. So sure, I'll look up a little bit just for you. It's about a disaffected, this is fantastic. It's about a disaffected Victorian lexicographer who inserts false entries into a dictionary. I love him already. And that sounds like the perfect subject matter for Ellie Williams. And then the last 3 I have are all set to be released somewhere in the world in August. Akweke Emeze's second novel for adults, The Death of Vivek OG, is being released, and I'm sure other people are talking about it. I don't need to know what it's about. I want to read it. Similarly, the final installment of Ali Smith's seasonal quartet, Summer, will be released in, you guessed it, August, and I hope to have read Spring by then, and I'm looking forward to reading it in due course. And finally, from Canada, Helen Humphreys is one of my favorite Canadian writers, although her last novel put me to sleep. It was just so mind-numbingly boring about a fish tire in Scotland or something. Anyway, she has a new book called Rabbitfoot Bill. Her earlier novel, The Lost Garden, is one of my favorite books of all time. So this I'm pretty sure is a Canadian release date. It's about a lonely boy in a prairie town who befriends a tramp in 1947. Well, I was a prairie tramp, but I wasn't alive in 1947. But that's all I need to know. But it's set in my home province of Saskatchewan, which is interesting because as far as I know, Helen Humphreys doesn't have any connection with Saskatchewan, but maybe I just don't know about it. So those are what I'm looking forward to in 2020, and like I say, I will probably hate or bail on half of them. Probably another quarter of them I won't get to until at least 2021, but I am still excited that these books will be coming into the world. Any of them strike your fancy? Any others that you think that I might like? Any other Sean books forthcoming? Thanks for watching.